Macy's has all of your Grill Master essentials for Father's Day. Stop by to get our hand-trimmed chicken breast and certified Angus beef patties that are ready to grill, so Dad can have his favorite dinner. Make sure to browse our bakery to find the perfect no-work Father's Day treat with our decadent peanut butter bars or famous donuts. Right now, you can get boneless beef ribeye steaks for $12.99 per pound at Macy's. Shop these Father's Day essentials in-store or online at Macys.com through June 18th. Macy's, happy shopping!
While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa Corn Checkoff investments are working to foster industry connections to help companies replace petroleum with corn. Additional research is finding even more uses for corn and discovering new ways and practices to help farmers get the most out of their crop. The Iowa Corn Checkoff, working hard for Iowa's corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to learn more.
Okay, it's official. We are very much in the final sprint to Election Day. And face it, between debates, polling releases, even court appearances, it can feel exhausting, even impossible to keep up with. I'm Brad Mielke. I'm the host of Start Here, the daily podcast from ABC News. And every morning, my team and I get you caught up on the day's news in a quick, straightforward way that's easy to understand, with just enough context so you can listen, get it, and go on with your day. So, kickstart your morning. Start smart with Start Here and ABC News, because staying informed shouldn't feel overwhelming.
So happy you guys are here tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. We have hats. We're gonna have a great night tonight, so let's get started right away and reveal the wheel of stories. There are 12 permanent copies off the wheel. Topics like vacation, drunk tank, and ghost stories. There's also 3 spaces that say audience. And if the contestant lands on audience, then you guys can shout out your storytelling suggestions, and one of our expert judges will choose it to be the contestant's topic. How's that sound? All right, you guys, are you excited to be here? All right, without further ado, let's bring on the expert judges. All right, you guys, this first judge is a writer who wrote on the Emmy Award-winning Modern Family for its entire 11 years. He also wrote this book in my right hand. He started it, my Twitter war with Donald Trump. He's won 5 Emmy Awards, and he'll never let us forget it. Please welcome the very funny Danny All right, guys, this next talent is an artist and a comedian, and you can hear her right now on Apple Plus's show, Sorry, Not Sorry. It's a movie, it's a documentary. She also produces a show right here at the Lyrical The Fun Zone. It's actually tomorrow afternoon. Please welcome the very talented Abby Shatner! Right now is our final judge. He is a comedian and a writer. He's a broadcaster for the LA Dirty Dolls, and you can hear him on the Nerd Poker Podcast. Please put your hands together for Blaine Capel! There he is. Hey! Well. This is very exciting. Here we are again, ready to play Story Smack. As you guys know, we're going to play 3 rounds of the game tonight.
I believe I could chill over.
Okay, great. 3 rounds of the game tonight. The first round is going to be a 1-minute story. They're going to tell a 1-minute story.
What?
1 minute.
Yes.
The second round is a true 2-minute story. And then the 2 people go on to the third round for the very exciting 3-minute round. And then there'll be a winner. That's how it goes.
I wasn't told there would be a winner.
Yes, there will be a winner, and you are, in fact, selecting. That's right.
Oh.
And as a reminder to all the contestants, we do fact-check these stories.
In real time?
That's right. We do. In real time, we're fact-checking. That's right. So, yeah.
So Bill Maher is trying to check our facts.
That's right. Bill Maher will fact-check.
I was told there would be no fact checking. Yeah.
There will be in this one.
I just thought it would be Bill Maher. He seems great.
Yeah. Abby, how are you feeling? What's going on
I'm
over there?
fine. I'm just reaching for my phone if I have to look anything up on Google.
Okay.
Watch it.
I want the contestants to know that you are responsible for your own time. So you have to keep your eye on that clock right there. Because if you go over your time, you're going to hear this. Jesus. Yeah, that means it's over. And we're going to go right to the judges. So you're in trouble. That's what I'm saying. All right. Any questions from the judges? Anything?
Hey, what's the quickest way to LAX without taking the 405?
Well, what I do is I take Western all the way down to Wilshire, and then I cut over to Highland, cutting off at Slauson, I believe it's called. Is that right? Slauson?
Yeah.
Taking it out to, fuck, I'm lost now. I turn, La Tierra, that's it. But usually I turn on the map sound.
Can we get that sound effect?
Let's take a look at the tape. All right, you guys. All the names are in the Story Smash Can of Truth, and we're going to start the game right away, and pull out the first name who's coming to the stage. You guys, it's not easy. You know that, right? It is not easy. So let's be kind. Oh boy! This first contestant coming to the stage. He is a native of Kansas, and he was a sports talk show host for 8 years. He's now a comedian. Put your hands together for the very funny Mike Bassano. Let's go. What do you? Spin that wheel. Break up. I bet he has a story. I'll bet.
When I was 23, I got broken up with by a girl who was cheating on. And then she decided to leave me for the person she was cheating on me with. It was absolutely devastating. So then I go to my mom. I come home. I'm bawling. I mean, like, ugly cry. Oh my God, this is terrible. And she goes, well, what did you think was going to happen? And she goes, you date whores.
Oh,
This is just a different time in a different place, but it's going to be the same thing over and over again. As I continued by, I was like, well, how do I stop? She goes, I don't think you can. And to this day, that's still the most devastating breakup I've ever had that caused a significant amount of trauma. Not because I got broken up with, but because my mom decided it was a great time to kick me while I was down.
wow. All right. Stay on the stage. All right, stay right here. Look at the time, 58 seconds. It's a really good time. And it's the first time you played this game, so I thought it was really good. Yeah,
This is nothing to do with the story, but so I just did a 23andMe and I have a lost brother. And I'm wondering if you and I are related. Look, it's so similar. Yeah. No, it's cool. Your mom thinks you date whores, and here's the thing. It was okay for a first story, for a first time. It wasn't great, but then again, you're super symmetrical, so you won in the end. I give you 1 million points for jeans.
Oh, that's a lot. All right. Abby Schechter.
Well, I heard the word trauma and I lit up because it's a really popular word to think. I get your mother loved you, I feel like she loved you and she wants you in her life forever. And you reminded me about when I cheated in the 90s. I told the guy that we never signed a contract. And I shouldn't have done that. It was the worst thing. But anyway, give me a fist bump for trauma. I give you 4 beating hearts.
Oh.
Blanket patch.
I think your first mistake was bawling to your mom. How old were you when this happened? 23. 23. Yeah. Okay. And is the girl that broke up with you still with the guy that she broke up with you for? No. Well, then fuck her.
Sounds like a real whore.
But you really should stop being whores. 5 million points.
All right, that's awesome. Mike Casano, give him a round of applause. That's a great way to start the show. Happy to have him. Awesome. All right, you guys, come to the stage right now. Oh, look at this. This is exciting. Let me see if I can get this piece of paper out. Oh, I know this guy. All right. This contestant, you guys, he's a native from New York, and he's a self-proclaimed pizza rat. Pizza rat. You heard that before, Danny?
I mean, I know what the pizza rat was in the subway. I don't know what that means in this context.
This guy has performed on many stages in New York and also on ABC, NBC, Fox, and Lifetime. Please welcome the very talented Jonathan Dimken
It's been brought to you by Bad Roads. If you're weakness and touching the cold sick.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, hooking up.
Here we go. Okay, so let's get to the chase. It's Craigslist. It's 2004. And, when Craigslist was underground and it was amazing. When you email back and forth to find somebody, and literally I got an email back with a photograph of this blonde woman in a bikini surrounded by these two giant dogs, and she was in front of this giant waterfall, and her message was, "You want to come see the jungle?" And I was like, hell yeah. I sent an email back, and then she sent me your address, and I printed out the 10 pages of MapQuest, and I literally got on the 118 because she was in Simi Valley, and I head right out there, right? And I get to, in the middle of nowhere at 2 a.m, I get there, and her door was open, and she's waiting for me, and she grabs my hand, and she takes me through into her backyard, which literally is a gigantic jungle because she just got divorced and she used all the divorce money to fuck her ex by creating this giant jungle with a big waterfall and a hot tub and a pool. And literally, before you know it, our clothes are off and we're into the hot tub. And then she, keep going.
You fuck you for that. On your son.
Wow, this got good. Wait, we didn't know what happened in the hot tub.
Literally, as soon as she got on top of me and she was trying very desperately to orgasm, all of a sudden the dogs start coming up and licking my face. Oh. And the other side, another dog's licking my face. And both these dogs are licking in my face while she has an orgasm. And then finally reaches out and grabs both of the dogs. And she's like, "Oh, my babies."
Well, I thought, when the glass broke, I was waiting for macaws to come, but I think the paws were better, the tongues were better. I really enjoyed that. Thank you, and it also reminded me of when I thought I had sex with my first love in a hot tub, and I told everybody that we had sex, but apparently we only dry humped. No, it was, and I just liked feeling good. I remembered when I was innocent, but that was beautiful. Thank you for sharing it. I give you five bubbly jets.
Fact.
I loved you as Lyle Menendez in Monsters.
He was abusive.
He was abusive. But he was also great in No Country for Old Men. I think your first mistake was putting all the peanut butter on your face before you had sex with him. And your second mistake was driving to Simi Valley. Now, here's my question. How do you get to LAX without taking it?
Right, the Stalker. And Stalker to La Cienega, and then you go and you pass Latier and you keep going on Sepulveda. You make a little left and you get back on the Sepulveda and you go right into the back.
I'm going to give you $5 billion and 2 points for that.
Yeah. Stay on the microphone, Jonathan.
Great story, by the way.
Well, first of all, did your mother weigh in on this woman at all? She called me a whore. No, I found this story relatable in a way that I'm so glad she's not here today for this. But I was, the first time I made sweet, sweet love to my current girlfriend, it was really feeling spectacular. And I realized her dog was, well, there's no easy way to say this, but licking my balls. as I was, yeah. And I'm not proud enough to tell you this, but I didn't stop it. So 1 billion points.
Wow, that's a lot of points. Let me hear it, Jonathan. Tipping higher. Let me hear it.
Yeah. That's right. I don't know what's going to happen with her, but the dog stays in touch. What are you wearing?
Did I tell you that there's an audience member playing?
Unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, what? The
Yeah, right there. The power cord. Yeah.
Plugging in, plugging out. A little
That's how many people died of smoking.
Was that long? Technical.
Shit.
That's the. There we go.
Yay!
All right.
That was Ghost in the Machine. I like it. Yeah.
This could be the audience member. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it could be?
There was an audience member playing tonight.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. It is who it is.
Oh my God! It is the audience member. It is the audience member. Oh my God!
This is exciting.
Jim Crossland, come on up and bring up the Sorry Snap Can of Truth.
Damn true.
And guys, raise the name. Let's
So, okay. I hope we think. I don't know what I'm rooting for. Sometimes when they're terrible, it's awesome. What is that? Oh, Steph. We have a Steph. Steph. Or is it Steph?
Staph infection.
Steph. Yeah, it's definitely Steph. Or Steven? No, Steph. Oh, there's somebody, Steph, who doesn't want to come up. Let's get another name.
Get another name out of the
Oh, she's coming?
There we go.
Here we go. She's reluctant. It's just going to be fair.
This is must be great. Tell them what to do.
Real.
The Donkey Michael Lumbos, your little marshmallow trench coats. They're fucking great.
School days. I bet she wouldn't say.
We're rooting for you.
Holiday. Oh, holiday.
Holly.
It's on a holiday.
You got this.
Does it start now?
Whatever
Yeah.
you want to start. Start the story.
When you pulled my name right now, I almost choked on my croissant. So that's that's what I'm so sorry.
I have that effect.
So I remember my first year of college. I was part of this group chat. I don't know if you guys know, but GroupMe for one of my chemistry classes, and supposedly the professor was in that group chat, and us like sharing answers and stuff. But I wasn't one of them, right? So the professor found out, and then he told us like, so he told this to us after like our finals. Sorry, everything. Okay. Okay. Anyways, he basically told us like, so your grade is gonna be delayed. You're not having a grade, blah blah blah. But we still like have to keep on going, right? And then this is our first semester, right? So during sport year break, we had to submit like a statement saying,
Let's hear the rest.
we had to submit a statement like, what was like your reason for being in the group chat, right? And then he said this right before Christmas. So keep in mind that I had to do that during Christmas Day. I had to write a whole page statement saying like, this is the reason why, but I didn't I didn't do it right. So it was kind of like a bad Christmas then.
Yay!
By the way, she gets school days, just so you know.
Yeah.
Like that.
But Christmas is a holiday.
I go with a hybrid.
Yeah.
What was your final grade in that class?
Oh, I got a
Oh, that's
They like us.
Now, what was the professor doing in the chat?
Just
Jerking off?
yeah, he wanted to. So I guess he was undercover.
So I was right. That was well done. 6 billion points.
A lot of points. Danny Zucker.
Wow, that was like just exciting from beginning to end. You had me in the middle of my scene. The whole time. It was. At one point, I wanted, like when you're watching a thriller, go over there. and then for it to be like, I'm going to do that thing you had to do over Christmas. Just made me realize how unfair life is in general. I mean, and then I was like, how can a God allow that kind of stuff? When I'm up here and we show courage that I don't think most of us could ever muster in the face of having to write this assignment.
It's a whole page, Danny.
It was a page in it. I don't know. I'm going to mark my life from everything that happened before this story. Is this my... Where were you going? Jonathan, you were shot. So, right, honestly, you moved me on Google twice.
Oh, right. That was great.
all I can say is take some baking soda and put some vinegar on it. That's. I don't know much about chemistry, ionic bonds, covalent bonds. I know trauma bonds, but I thought maybe I don't get the Christmas thing because I'm Jewish. I don't know, but I give you 10 Bunsen burners with Groucho glasses.
See you with it too.
All right, let her hear it. Guys, Blake, did you go?
I did.
You did. Steph, let her hear it. Be careful on those croissants.
Yeah, don't.
Hey, Dan, where were you when JFK was assassinated?
I was the second trimester of my mom's pregnancy.
Okay.
I came at 64.
Oh, man. And was your dog licking your balls?
No, they're not false.
Let's take a look at that clip.
All right, you guys, we're going to bring up the final contestant for the first round. This contestant is the author of None of This is Going to Plan, and the sequel, still None of This is Going to Plan. She's the writer and creator of Sasquatch Detective for DC Comics, and she's worked on shows like Mad TV, Family Guy, and American Dad. Please welcome the very talented Brandy
This has been brought to you by Garena AI Cat Chow. Chow, 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 chow.
Vacation.
I consider going home for Christmas, unfortunately, vacation. This was in Kansas a couple of years ago. And there was a really terrible snowstorm happening. Everything was blowing sideways. And my mother and my stepfather were like, oh, we need to go to Target. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to come with you. So my stepfather pulls up in the black SUV and my mom and I get out and I'm like, I need Starbucks. So my mom goes in and texts me and is like, I'm already out to the car. And I'm like, she said they're going to pull up to the other door. So I go running out. I can't see anything. And I get in the back of this SUV. And I look down and I'm like, I don't remember the seats on the table. And the woman in front has red hair and I hear her go, let's go to Chili's. So I roll out and I'm like a Marvel action star. And I look up, my mom and stepfather are going,
Brandy,
That was just a great story. I was like, beginning and end. I just, had a beginning, a middle, and end. Good payoff. This weirdly sort of, I got really sick. I was out at a restaurant. I was sick and I called an Uber. I was with a friend and the guy starts waving at us. And so then I try and I'm forcing my way into the back of this car that is not the Uber. And the man is terrified. I can get in the car, but that's, your story was better than mine just now, so I'll give you that. It really fizzled out. In the back of my mind, I had a much worse story that I've already talked about, having a dog bleed my balls, so I didn't want to tell it, and I picked it out. But your story, enough about Vader, great.
Great story.
I was just thinking, the correlation of you with your bandana, just like Mike from Kansas has a bandana, the connect. Are you guys
Discuss.
or
girlfriend. I don't know.
You could change the entire his narrative and heal his trauma. But that aside, I liked it because it was like a modern day Oz, but about Starbucks, and I really appreciate that. I've never fully seen that movie because I had the flu one time in Brownsville, Texas, when I watched the Wizard of Oz. But I like that. I like that. I think you could do a modern day one, and you could be Dorothy. I like that.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah. So I give you the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, and whatever the other one is. The Scarecrow, and he is out there.
The rapist.
Yeah, the Scarecrow. You can help them. You, Brandy.
All right, playing about you. Yeah, sure.
I didn't give nothing to the Tin Man.
That he didn't already have.
We're so old. Yeah.
It's just sad, isn't it?
Very, very old. Let's just sit here and think.
Let's think about America.
Brandy, that was great. You could have been killed.
I couldn't.
You could have been killed.
Chili.
Yeah, that's the only one called them Chili's in Kansas. Because, they get everything imported there in Kansas. Chili. It's not like Chili's 2 at the airport. That's chili. But that story had everything. It had Kansas. It had chili. It had Starbucks. It had a snowstorm. It had an SUV. It had a stepmom. And it had you. It was wonderful. Great story.
Great story. Great story. Wasn't it?
It was.
Yes, it was. All right, we're missing one. There it is. All 4 names go back into the Story Smash Can of Truth, and we're going to get ready for a 2-minute story, which is double the fun. I know, I love it so much. Did you know that tonight, folks, if you win this game, you're going to get my homemade chocolate chip cookies. And you're also getting the Story Smash Hat of Truth. Big winners tonight on the Story Smash Game Show. All right, so let's just pull the name.
Why not? Let's get this second half underway, you guys.
All right, you guys, give them a lot of love. This person coming up right now, tell a true 2-minute story. Jonathan Tiffany Myers.
It's been brought to you by Pants Hitters. Your pants will be a hit at Pants Hitters. No longer affiliated with Pants Hitters.
Interview. Wait, is it
School days.
Okay, sorry. School days.
I am like 7 or 8 years old. My mom would give me an allowance of $1 a week. And it was very exciting. And I was all over about getting my allowance one day as we're getting ready for school. And she's busy and she's running around and she doesn't do it, but she goes in the bathroom and I reach into her purse and I grab a bill and I put it in my pocket and I go off to school. And when I get to school, I put my hand in my pocket and I realized it was a $5 bill. This is like early 70s. I am rich. And I go to both of my best friends. We go to a candy store. I buy them like little, what do you call them? Like guns and holsters. They both had guns and holsters. I mean, super pinkies and whistle gum. And it's self-explanatory. And we go out in the street and we're playing and it's awesome. And we're like, pew, pew, pew. And we're chewing gum and playing super pinkies. And all of a sudden in this hippie school that I'm in, the principal comes out and he's like, John, hey, your mom's on the phone. I'm like, what? Like big close up. And I go over the phone and she's like, did we take something from the wallet? I just took my allowance. When she comes down to the school,
Oh, that's all the kids. She goes to the candy store and they make a deal over the counter with the other. And I have to take back the guns and the holsters from these kids who were crying.
Aw.
And like I take the gum out of my and I never reached in my mother's purse again.
All right, Jonathan Myers. All right, now look at that. He only went 1:23. Lots of room to play with. You know, I don't know what to say, Abhishek.
Hey, I'm okay with the lack of time because that was like a fucked up Willy Wonka. I'm trying to get my head back in it. You're like Slugworth, or your mother, you're like the Slugworth family. Living kids' lives. Like position guns. I mean, I don't know if you can even say that in today's society. Like, I mean, you would have been arrested if it was today. So I'm actually glad that happened in the 70s. I thought it was a great story. I don't think you need to push it with extra bullshit flavor and dyes. You don't need that shit in your fuck. You don't need that bullshit stuff. And just good old corn syrup and natural Jonathan Tipton flavor. I liked it. I'm gonna give you all my salivation. Why not? You got your balls licked. I can.
It's the last time I share.
Like a patch.
Is your mother getting older?
No longer.
Oh, that's what.
Yes, but she's here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you blow her away with a shotgun, Menendez style?
Gave it to me, and everything was justified.
Okay. I bet if my mom made me get $5 back, I'd put her in a home. Like a nice home. She's all right.
She told me honest.
Okay. So you kind of came to an understanding, mutual respect.
Basically.
Did you really learn a lot then?
Don't do it. You know when you got to go to the vet. Don't do it. It's full of mousetraps. That was a great story. That was really because I grew up in the 70s too, when $5 could get you like a Lamborghini Miura. It's great. Yeah, great story.
All right, Danny Zucker.
Yeah, I kind of think about it all my way. We kind of resent the kind of that news that my mom is still alive. And it's been hard on the whole family because we think she may live like a long time. It's a lot. $5. That's I wish that wouldn't even be on the top 1 million things that I had done to my parents. But you see like such a much nicer person than I am. And yeah, you can see that. That was a good story and having to get the stuff back. Another thing I don't want to admit right now. I'm not going to do. I'm going to show something.
What did the dog lick? Where did the dog wait for it?
I was in junior high. I took my parents go through divorce, and my dad was like, I took my dad's silver collection, and I found it all in New York City. And bought a bass guitar. And it was more than $5 worth. And I never got caught, and I never gave anything back. Oh God, I'm going to hell. Anyway. You're a good person and a great story, a villain.
All right, Jonathan Tipton Myers, let him hear it.
I stole hundreds of dollars worth of silverware and had my balls licked by a dog. Okay.
And you played bass.
I played bass. No, that's
yeah. Did you play bass in a band?
It was a Rickenbacker. Yes, I did.
Oh, Rickenbacker. What was the band name?
Yes.
All right, you guys, step on the stage right now for a true 2-minute story. Oh, look at this. It's Mike Pisano.
It's been brought to you by Crazy Blue Band-Aids. They're not going anywhere. Crazy Blue Band-Aids.
Audience. Well, this is very exciting. So you guys can throw out your story topics that you'd like Mike to talk about. So what do we have over here? Embarrassment. How about here?
Obvious that.
Airports.
Virginity.
Virginity. What do you think, Elmo? What do you think, Kathy? Airports. We heard Helen. I'm up here.
What do you get to go and taking the 405?
Car number 3.
What?
Car number 3.
Oh.
Floor number 3. Floor number 3.
I mean, which of those sounded good to you? Because, you're new.
The most fun would be virginity.
Oh,
It's bad.
it wasn't for me, but go on.
Okay, virginity. That's what it's.
There we go.
Give him a big round of applause, you guys.
So the first time that I had sex, nobody really taught me what sex was. So I learned everything from porn. That's not good. So every time during sex, I would do stuff for camera. You see that I have an arm behind me the whole time just so you get a really good shot. I can't pause it there. And and the first time I had sex, I remember she did the whole thing, right? The basement had the candles, everything was beautiful, there was music, and yeah, I got nervous. Couldn't perform. It was tough. It was tough. But then I remember what I remember John Holmes. I remember what he taught me. And so I just started thrusting really hard and nobody had any fun whatsoever, except for the cameraman that wasn't there. The camera would have loved it, guys. She didn't. I didn't, but the condom fell off. It was a whole thing. All right, that's my story. I think that's all.
Give us some more. What was her name?
Her name was Ray.
Ray?
Yeah, Ray, like Ray of Sunshine. A
Oh.
very good person. How old are you? 15.
15.
Yeah.
How old was she?
16.
I think you're going to say 32.
Yeah, right. That's a very seven age gap. Yeah, she was 30. Yeah, totally normal. She was 37. I was, 15. It was great. Yeah, and it's one of those things where you go into it thinking all this pressure is on it and all this stuff, and you forget you're 15 years old and you don't know shit. And that was me. I didn't know anything.
Did you say you were in the basement?
Yeah, I was in her parents' basement.
Huh.
Is that like code for butt stuff?
Too much. Abby Schagner.
Well, I never got the sex talk either. My mom would just send me articles about AIDS. You know what? In between you and Jonathan, you both had directing. Jonathan did a close up. You were direct. You're both directors inside. I don't know. I just wish you could all go back to dry humping, and that's how I feel about that.
Middle school was cool.
I know. I need to go back to middle school, but anyway, I'm gonna give you a couple of musty blankets for that one, and it may be like an old VHS of if that even existed of The Wall. That's what I'm gonna get.
I don't know what that is. What's The Wall?
Just think about in my lifetime the awkward fingering that I had to Harold and Maude.
Well, Scott, that's me.
Yeah, so a couple of tea lights. That's what I give you for that one. That's painful. That's trauma.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Like a batch.
I think we've all taken some cues from porn. Like action. What was the music that was playing? Do you remember?
Enya.
Oh
my God, Enya. Enya's greatest hits, the famous one. That was
That's not bad. That's kind of relaxed.
yeah, it was. It was very.
You got your Orinoco flowing.
I said losing your virginity at Burke and Williams. When I remember the pressure when I lost my virginity. It was my parents' basement, and I was with my girlfriend and we were making out and one thing led to another. And then I realized that we were having sex. I was losing my virginity. And the music that was playing was an album called Script for a Jester's Tear by Marillion. It was a bad British pop that guy knows. You probably played keys for it for a little bit. But Script for a Jester's Tear by Marillion. And I was thinking to myself, I should change the music. I should put on XTC or something because we both were XTC fans. Yeah. And then I thought to myself, I should keep losing my virginity. I ignored the music and it was a lot of fun. And then a guy yelled, cut. And I was like, how did you get in here? And so we had to do that. And then there was a plane. And that was a great story. Thank you, ladies.
I know. Get back up here. We're not done with you.
We had applause.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. First of all, it's a good story, and I know, like, I'm sort of grateful that I was raised in like we had to search for porn. And I think porn, it's bad for the guys, but I also think for women, it's like for young girls, it sets some very unrealistic expectations for how big my penis is supposed to be. I've had an interesting. I got separated, and so for the first time in 20-something years, I was able to watch porn with sound on. And it was like when the talkies came on. It's like, I'm like, get out of here! It was like someone took me right out of it. And also, blowjobs have become so loud since I was watching.
You got a grapefruit, man. You got a grapefruit.
No, it's so loud. That's tough when you're younger and it doesn't work. Like I turned 60 this year, and the best part of being 60 is the shame of unreliable boners is just gone. It's like you're just like, oh, I'm 60. But when you're 16, oh, it's the end of the world. So I feel for you. Great story. However, I give you $1 million. All right, give him a round of applause.
I wouldn't really, now I think about it, I wouldn't really want to take sex advice from John Watt Rule.
Yeah. No, but he actually gave me some good legal advice.
What was that? It was fuck Jacoby, but not Myers?
All right, you guys. Stepping on the stage right now for another true 2-minute story is Brandy Stillwell.
Yeah. Brought to you by Japanese green tea. Still, for some reason. Japanese green tea.
Break up.
Ooh.
I went to film school in Rockport, Maine. I was madly in love with this boy named Mark Stantonelli. He looked like a young Martin Sheen. He was the governor of Rhode Island's son. Yeah. So my friend Holly and I, one night, were out drinking at this place called the Sea Dog when Mark and this other boy, Jim, that Holly liked, walked up through the marina and were like, hey guys, you want to go for a ride with us? Like, we're going to go for a boat ride. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. So I'm thinking he's the governor of Rhode Island's son, so he probably has a yacht out parked in the marina. So Holly and I go and we get in this boat and we're in the marina, and all of a sudden Mark and Jim are freaking out. And we're like, what's going on? And they're like, the Harbor Patrol is after us. I'm like, why would the Harbor Patrol be after us? Well, this isn't our boat. And I'm like, wait, whose boat is this? Are you stealing a boat right now? Oh my God, I'm going to be expelled. And so you have to, like, duck, dive around. The Harbor Patrol's after us. So we then ditched the boat on the other side of the marina in the rocks. I'm the only one that's somewhat dry, but I have on platform heels. Oh. And my feet are ripped to shreds from barnacles, blood everywhere. I have to go get his keys. And we have to get back. There's a curfew. He shows up at 2 a.m. and he's dressed like a fucking Navy SEAL. And he's like, you have to help me, like, get the boat back into and dock it. And at this point, I'm like, I don't love this person anymore. And I want this douchebag swim across the marina with a fucking hunting knife in his mouth. Pull us the boat back into the marina. And the next morning, he told everybody our secret, and it was in the pamphlet the next year.
Where we at? Danny Zucker.
Granny, you're a fine storyteller. That is, I really want you to make it to the finals because I want to know what the next wrong vehicle.
Sure. It's a fine.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. Was he legitimately the governor's son?
Yes.
Because I thought, like, where does this story? You started this story with we're at film school in Maine, so I thought, like, well, this is a high concept story already. But you just built from there. I'm a fan. That's all I got to say. Million men. Yes.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about film school in Maine too, because I actually went to culinary school in Ethiopia. No. I thought that was interesting. In Harbor Patrol, so I watch a lot of like drunk driving things of like when I try to veer off of murder shows. So like Harbor Patrol, I would watch that late at night while doing crafts. That's no, I really, you are a wonderful storyteller, and I give you 1,000 barnacles cut free from all those lobsters and rocks that they're because I watch lots of videos. Yeah, lobster. I give you removal of barnacles. That's how good it was.
All right, that was good. Yeah, it's good.
I like how he went from the governor's son to fucking douche. That was just the best. Like when your brain has that lights up moment where you go, yeah, I'm done. That was remarkable. And the swim across with the knife in his mouth. He's fucking Tarzan. Have you, does he have a career in politics now, that kid?
I do know he got kicked out of film school the following season. And then I lost him after that. I stopped.
He didn't grow up to be like Werner Herzog.
There's a good possibility, yes.
Did you graduate from film school in Maine?
I did, yes.
And did you ever meet Stephen King?
I did not.
You didn't hit him with a fan, did you?
The guy who wrote American Pie, he had a house on Lake Maguntacook.
I just want you to sing that again. What was the name of that lake?
Lake Maguntacook.
One more time.
Lake Maguntacook.
Just for coverage, one more time. And when he invented that lake, the guy
Don McLean, the American.
I thought you meant the movie.
He chose like the White Brothers.
The guy that fucked the pie.
He was the only famous person other than Ted Churchill who created the Steadicam.
Wow.
Name dropper.
From Maine Film School, they did a Steadicam.
Ted Churchill.
Name drop. Name drop.
A lot of film activity in Maine. Who knows?
There is, yeah.
World.
I assumed there wouldn't be, but when you assume something, you make an ass out of the University of Maine. Oh,
Well, we know who's coming up now. We're going to give her a lot of love.
Yes.
Come on up, Steph. There she comes.
Oh, here she comes.
Choking on a bagel.
She's gonna kill us.
Outside
Real.
Been brought to you by Extra Weak Tylenol. You won't even know you took it. Extra Weak Tylenol. Pets.
I have a dog, a panda, and he's black and white, even though he's Mexican at heart. That was great. That's an under my.
Go. Yes. It's black and white. You go.
What is a panda?
Panda.
Mexican.
He
No, Mexican at heart.
Mexican. How old is he? How did you get him?
Opera. For free. I was buying curlers of this lady, and then she was like, "Oh, we actually have puppies too." Me and my brother, and my boyfriend, we were just like, "Oh, we were just holding him," and then we fell in love and we took him home. Took him home. So yeah, that's my story with that. Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
I like that. Go with the angries.
Use it.
I don't know. Is it weird that like we have a gate, a little gate, right? But we lay it on the ground, but he doesn't cross it. Reading it, right? Like I would think, but I thought that was normal too. But I guess we're just so like hard on him, I guess. Oh no! All right.
Go ahead, Abby Schachner.
Oh my gosh. Well, I know there's a comic thing that calls himself Panda, but he's Asian. But this is like I was wondering if he was in a gay. Then what do I know? I got a free dog. Were you getting curlers? You said when you got the dog? Yeah, curler. Oh wow! Look at you. Well, I got a free dog one time at a flea market. His name was Caesar, and I took him home. I got him with my dad, but I took him home to my mom's house. Anyway, the dog got shot in the nose by a BB gun, but it's just with a dog. Dogs are wonderful. I'm so glad you participated tonight. Look at your joke about the Mexican at heart. Joke and dog. Yeah, that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to times whatever. If I say I give you 10 points, we're going to times it by 7 in dog years. So let's give you 1,000 points. Then 7,000 in dog years. That's what you get.
Like a vet.
I love that you got your dog at a flea market. Talking flea market, dog at a flea market. And you dog Panda, of course, on loan from the Chinese rescue. Is Panda a smart dog?
I wouldn't think so. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is Panda?
He's like, he's reaching like the 2 years and
He's 14?
I guess.
Is he 2?
He 2 weeks? Hump a lot. I don't like it.
Oh, starting to hump a lot.
Yeah.
Danny? Okay. That was one for give Panda a big hug.
So, M. Night Shyamalan, early in his career, took you on this journey. And I felt the story had a little of that in itself, too. All jokes aside, that took a lot of guts. I don't know why you came up. You had a couple funny jokes there. I bet you're super funny. That story was shit. But That's not fun. You should never learn anything. But you yourself are a funny person. And so keep telling stories and with the word of fair. And I believe in you. I believe in Panda, black and white. Boy, even the name is sort of, but good job, truly.
Left in the Story Smash Can of Truth, and that means that our 3 judges have to choose 2 names to go back in the can. 2 names go back in the can for the 3rd round. So it's very exciting. Let's put a minute on the clock. They'll get to do that. And then I wanted to remind you guys that this tonight's show will be on the Story Worthy podcast this Tuesday. The Story Worthy podcast. I've been doing it for 14 years. I have made hundreds of dollars. So you guys can share it with your friends and family at home. And then also, we're going to find out here who's going on to the 3rd round. But remember, at intermission, you can come right up here to the stage and buy yourself a Story Smash hat of truth. And we actually now have a Story Smash merch wheel of truth. And if you buy a hat, you could spin the little wheel. It's coming up the stage in just a minute, and you can win all sorts of fun prizes. So we're going to have a great intermission. But meantime, how was this decision? Blaine, was it hard?
It was one of the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make.
Is that right?
Yeah, we're still talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. And Daniel, was it hard?
I had to take my dad off life support, and this was hard.
Abby, you feel okay?
I do, but I'm going to have to go home and take another Lexapro for it.
All right, you guys, we are going to take a short 10-minute intermission and bring up the story. Story Smash Merch Wheel of Truth. All right, Sarah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back East Night Christine Blackburn!
All right, you guys, this is so exciting. Thanks again for being here tonight. Don't forget, this show's going to be up on the Story Worthy podcast this Tuesday. I know you're going to want to hear it again. But now we have very exciting news to bring to you, and that is the 2 storytellers going on to the 3rd round. We're going to bring out one name. Danny, are you ready for this? Are we ready?
Yeah, I got some. Okay, let's jump down.
All right, you guys, going to sit right now for a true 3-minute story is, Brandy Stillwell.
Been brought to you by Listerine Eye Drops. Ow, that's fresh. Listerine Fresh, Listerine Eye Drops.
Holly Weird. I worked at Family Guy for a couple years. So I'm going to tell some NDA stories to you here from some of the celebrities that came in. They came in to do voiceover. You always hear the saying, don't ever meet your heroes. They will only disappoint. Chevy Chase. So he had just gotten his hips replaced or 1, 2, I don't know. And he had parked in the wrong place. And the entire time I'd ever worked there, I didn't know anyone that ever parked in the wrong place, but he did. It was a really hot day. And we had, on the ping pong table, we had all these things for him to sign. And when he walked in, he was so angry. And he was like, no. Mike Henry was directing that day. And he made sure he kissed his ass. And then, so he got his original script of Vacation signed, but he also got my Caddyshack DVD signed for my dad. And he refused to sign anyone else's. Gene Simmons, super gross and cringy. Oh, God. It's gross that he thinks he could get away with this shit. And I remember Seth and I are standing there talking. He's trying to be all suave, and he's leaning up against the glass, and his hair leaves a stain. Oh, so we left it there for a while. DNA. Tom came in one time and he had the weirdest smell and it lingered foot smells stinky in one of the kitchenettes. But I will say, I feel like I need to bring everything back to porn. Ron Jeremy did come in one time, and in case you didn't know, Seth is like a total germaphobe. And we had a kitchen that was like going to a 7-Eleven. Like if you wanted a giant Butterfinger, you could get the giant Butterfinger. And we just had everything in the kitchen. But we also had this Costco jug of pretzels with like the little sanitary scoop to pull out. And Seth was like hitting me like, help me get him to leave. And we had finished our record session, and Ron Jeremy goes into the kitchen and he's just talking to Seth and I, and Seth again is like pulling on my shirt, and Ron Jeremy opens the bucket, pulls out the scooper, and just starts talking to us casually into the thing and just eating it like he's again suave and debonair. I'm like, whoa. So we ended up putting caution tape and we sealed it like there was like a zombie outside of it, and it became like an art installation that Ron Jeremy had done.
Wow, I mean, Chevy's not nice? I mean, yeah, I mean, you turned out not to be a princess, this, PD. Shocked. Well, God bless you for telling those stories. They deserve it. Everyone. And by the way, did you ever hear Gene Simmons on Fresh Air with Terry Gross? If you haven't, you're welcome. You'll hear the grossest person, and I've interacted with all three of them, and by far, Gene Simmons was. I thought Gene Simmons grosser than Ron Jeremy. Wow. Yeah, he was pretty nasty. Older man for us. No, terrible. Great story all around. I love telling. What are you? Can I ask? What were you doing over at Family Guy? Were you all right?
Is this script secret?
Oh man, that's awesome. I know. Anyway, great story. I just love trashy. I tell nightmare stories about Brent Butler all the time. So, I'll tell you.
She threw the Coke can?
Oh yeah, no, she did. I saw her. She flashed her vagina a lot.
Like 10.
Yeah, a lot.
Was she like parked in front of a building and just running in for something?
She would just like, yeah, what's that feel? Like she felt like when she was being said, what does this make you think of? And I said, I told her, it reminds me of my commute from New Jersey. We did this joke about her. I'll just tell her. She would come out. The audience was so excited to see her. She'd do warm up. But by the end, she beat the audience into submission. And you know how they normally signal a comic, the flash of light? For her, my joke was like, somebody backstage dropped a pin. That's how they got her. Anyway, she was fun. Exactly. Great story. You're on.
All right. Excellent. Thank you. Happy second.
Well, Randy, you are a wonderful storyteller. Brett Butler, actually, I was sober for 2 months in '99, and I wanted her to be my sponsor.
Oh, God.
But anyway, Gene Simmons actually just hosted Dancing with the Stars. He was one of the judges, and he had to review like a Disney girl's dance, and I was only half paying attention. It was sort of uncomfortable. I don't know much about him. I love the stain on the glass. That was wonderful. I can't believe you had a ping pong table. That is like, you're advanced. I don't know anything about real jobs, but to have ping pong table, that's a cool place. You're curious about Carrot Top smell. Did you say Ron Jeremy was a germaphobe?
Yeah,
that's a big part. Okay. Seth is a germaphobe because Ron is a hoarder. I remember seeing a documentary. I'm like, oh, that'd be interesting. Hoarders can be germaphobes too. It could be a weird kind of contradiction. I look at, what do I know about? I've only been Me Too, masturbated by Louis. So I don't know. I don't know anything about the business. So it was really nice to hear an inside scoop. And I give you, I give you 5 1 stars.
All right, thank you guys.
But Ron Jeremy left a couple of stains. I was driving fast and there was a lot of traffic, and I saw Ron Jeremy walking up the street, was like, is that Ron Jeremy? And then there was a gate behind a bush, and he disappeared into the hedge. Like some sort of animal. I can't think of what animal he was described. He just disappeared into a hedge. I've seen Ron Jeremy disappear into a few bushes in my day. Well, boys, it's fun. There was a guy, I was sitting in traffic on Fountain, you know what it's like, and the guy is walking down the sidewalk, and he looks at me and goes, was that Ron Jeremy? Ron Jeremy, the grossest man alive. I hate to say this, but betraying those NDAs just cost you $3 million. I was on speaker. Randy, I love your stories. That was fantastic. TV, and he was the fucking king of the cocksuckers. What a fucking ass.
Yeah.
All those guys, all four kids were there.
All four kids?
All four kids were there.
Oh,
and Ace Frehley was a space case. Peter Criss was my best friend. Paul Stanley was cool, and Gene Simmons was a fucking ass. He's a little fucking ass.
All the truths.
He was like the Chevy Chase of Kiss.
All right, now I know the name in my hand is Steph, so I really don't even have to read that last page. The final storyteller coming up for the third round is Jonathan Tipton.
It's been brought to you by Diet Charmin. Wipe the pounds away with Diet Charmin.
Mom.
Oh, man. Here we go. Okay, I need to challenge you because Ron Jeremy's actually good for the Jews.
Well, that's true. Right. That's
Look at that. Okay, cool. Okay, so my mom passed about 2 years ago, and I drive for Uber, and I picked up this young woman in Miracle Mile, and she was moderately upset. She was kind of annoyed because she was on her way to like a whiskey tasting, but her brother had also a membership and he couldn't go. So she's going with a friend. And she's like, oh, I can't make it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, don't worry about it. You're going and your friend's coming with you. Be open to opportunities and the chances. Great.
Oh, you're talking time.
Oh, come on, you're there like 44 minutes. Awesome. 40. And here we go. Okay. That's when I was 12 years old. So I'm telling her, be open to the opportunity that the universe is giving you, right? So I drop her off, and then about 3 hours later, after about 20 other rides on the other end of town near Culver City, I drive up into this restaurant, and she gets into the car, and she's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, well, we went to the whiskey tasting, and my friend met a chef, and he took us to his restaurant, and we sat there and we ate food for the rest of the night. So I was remembering what you said about taking a chance and being open to opportunity. And I was like, yes, that's great. And I was like, perfect. And it's kind of one of those things where you share the meaning of things. And I pull over and I drop her off, and she's about to get out of the car, and we're laughing, and she turns to me and she goes, did somebody recently die? I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah. Like, did somebody very close to you recently die? And I was like, yes, my mother died almost a year ago. And she goes, she's here. And she's a little concerned about you, and she just wants you to know that you're doing okay. She thinks you're being too hard on yourself, and she would like you to just let go. Trust you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay? And I'm sitting here in the middle of traffic, and then she stops and she goes, I'm sorry. I know it's really intrusive. I didn't mean to offend you, but I sometimes when it's inside of me, I just have to say it. But it's really important that you're actually right where you're supposed to be. And she gets out of the car, and I was like, thank you, Mom.
Oh.
Wow.
I know. To me, it was a solo show, a beautiful, deep solo show about an Uber driver and all his wonderful experiences.
I think you should mention.
Let me tell you, I love that it was on Miracle Mile. He had a beautiful Miracle Mile experience. Is that the name of the show? I don't know. I don't know if that was the whiskey talking or her inherent mediumship. I just had a wonderful taking a chance. I almost want to reach across and like get my lips like this far away from yours. I do it. Try it just for fun.
The camera.
I feel your mother. I love it. That's your time.
Oh my God, I'm so wet.
No, I give every direction he gave to the airport for his thing.
That's good.
Yeah, here.
It's a lot. Great. You got
Lost. That's a lost page.
All right, Blake a batch.
That was a wonderful story. It was very, very moving. I bet you feel terrible for killing her with a shotgun.
And Sydney comes back.
He was. I mean,
It was directly.
not directly.
With directions.
Oh yeah, and but you had to meet the dude right for control and killed him too. And then you guys went on a shopping spree, right?
Little.
And,
It was in that the 5 dots didn't go that far anymore.
oh, okay. And you guys got married in prison, right? You're still in prison for it.
His name, the prison name.
Okay.
It's a relationship.
All right. Well, we'll text later. It was a remarkable story. Thank you very much.
Excellent. All right, Danny Zucker.
I mean, wow. This is in a lot of ways why I always push no conversation on the Uber app. I can't even be sorry. That's a beautiful story. Nobody who's ever died in my life has ever reached out to me. It just feels like a black and white void. But funny. You're a good storyteller. That was a really nice story. I really was genuinely touched by it. So good job.
All right, Jonathan. Well. Now the judges have the very difficult job of deciding who is going home with all of the chocolate cookies and the story smash hat of truth. So this is going to be a big decision for you guys. Decide. Don't look at me.
This is
Are you deciding?
I got Chevy Chase or Dead Mom. I mean, it's like, a tough one. Okay, we're going to talk.
All right, keep discussing. Hey, you guys, if you don't know about me, my name is Christine Blackburn. I've been doing the show for about 12 years, which is crazy, right? We were at the Hollywood Improv for a long time, and we played all over town, actually. And now we've landed in the Lyric, and I love this theater. So I'm really happy for everybody who helps me out at the theater, including Jimmy up there in the sound. Uriah, he's over there serving up the beverages. And yeah, they really keep it nice. They keep this theater moving, and it does a very brisk business. I will say that. Okay, I think I hear that they are done. That's what I hear.
Hey, how about a round of applause for all the storytellers?
Definitely a big round of applause for Mike Bassano and Steph the audience. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Abby Schaffner has a birthday tomorrow. Just sing that one short song.
Just had.
Yeah.
Let's sing it double time. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you. I mean, happy birthday to you.
You feeling all right?
I feel this was a really tough one.
I know.
This was like we always say it's tough. It's usually pretty easy. It's tough.
Yeah, this was difficult. Blaine, anything else?
No, it was very tough. Both great stories, very engaging and intriguing.
Engaging and intriguing. That's right. And I think I forgot to mention, you guys, the next show is December 21st, and Winnie McClendon Covey will be here. So we're excited about that. Yes. And I think Danny will be back. Blaine will be back. And Abby, you're going to be
With Debbie.
with Debbie. That's right. All right, you guys.
Debbie from the snack cakes?
Who is the winner of Story Smack? Tabby Scheckner. Who's the winner? Randy
Stories about this day, Disney Blackbird Star, and it's girls announcement. Booking information, Disney Blackbird Star, go to